Welcome back to NTV News First Edition. As of June 23rd, nearly 1 in 5 Canadians have had more than one known COVID-19 infection. And according to Statistics Canada, about 1 in 9 of all adult Canadians have experienced long COVID symptoms. These statistics sparked individuals across the country to form a group called COVID Awareness 2024. Educator Keith Muse is part of that group and is pushing for better education on the effects of COVID-19 and, of course, long COVID. He joins me live now from Stephenville. Keith, thank you so much for joining me tonight.
Thanks for having me.
So why did you become part of this group? What triggered this?
It's just, I perceive a lack of education when it comes to COVID. A lot of people think, it's over, COVID's gone, it's mild, things like that. And those misconceptions are leading to a lot of people to, get sick. And we're seeing it everywhere. You see it all over social media. You see people complaining, we're sick again, we have to go to the hospital again. And a lot of that is linked to COVID. It causes immune dysregulation and a whole bunch of other issues. So when that happens, people just aren't connecting the dots. And then that's where the need for education really comes in.
And as part of this, you've installed billboards, and we're showing people some of these billboards now. The billboards, of course, encouraging people to mask up. So why billboards, and where are they located?
They're just a conversation starter. So they actually started in the UK. Some people did them in the US. And they're kind of hard to ignore, right? So when you see a message like long COVID ruins lives, mask up, people are like, whoa, what are they talking about? And then it gets people talking. And, once you get the conversation going, then you really start connecting those dots like we were talking about. People start going, you know what, I may have long COVID, or we should be wearing masks. And, so we just wanted to get that word out there and just get people to talk about COVID again in the, most in-your-face kind of way we could think of.
Yeah, and you're right. A lot of people are watching this tonight, and they're saying, we're no longer in a pandemic. So why should we be wearing masks? Is long COVID, that big a deal? Why should I do it?
It's huge, and, people think COVID's over, but right now in Newfoundland, it's 1 in 16 is estimated to be infected, right? So that's 10,000 to 30,000 estimated infections right now. And if you take the Statistics Canada estimate of 1 in every 10 infections leads to long COVID, you're looking at anywhere from 10 to 3,000 people who are going to have symptoms for, at least 3 months. And there's a lot of people who are walking around right now who have symptoms, and they've had them for months. A lot of them have had it for, since their first COVID infection. They just don't know. They think, hey, this cough that just won't go away. It's just, driving me nuts. But that could very well be long COVID. And with those kind of numbers, it's a staggering amount. 2.1 million people in Canada are suffering from long COVID right now, and that number increases with each wave of infections. So, it's something that we really, got to get people aware of. And, we pride ourselves in saying that we need education, mitigation, and air filtration. And if we make people aware of it, and then we do need things like masking, in public spaces and hospitals and schools and wherever else, then it's a lot easier for people to kind of get on board with. If they know, hey, there is a danger out there, and this is why I shouldn't be doing this.
People watching, we're pretty much out of time, but you're saying a cough that just won't go away. So what are some of the other symptoms of long COVID that you're aware of?
Extreme fatigue, breathlessness, issues with the heart, just becoming tired when you do normal activities. Like you hear people say, I go shovel for 5 minutes and I'm tired out for the rest of the day. And all of these things are kind of flying under the radar because people just don't know what to look for, right? So because a lot of people are also under the misconception that it can't happen to them. It only happens to people who have, underlying conditions or chronic illnesses. But in actuality, anyone can get long COVID, any age. The Statistics Canada report didn't include children. So they didn't do a study on children yet. They're very hard to gauge, because if you ask a kid if something's wrong, if their arm's broken, they're not going to tell you. They'll say, no, let's go to the playground. So, it's hard for us to really gauge how many people out there are suffering from it. And a lot of people are just in the dark. They just don't know.
All right. Well, Keith Muse, we are out of time, but I thank you so much for speaking with me today about this.
Thank you so much. Have a great day.
You too.